Coming off Monday's sweep, let's look to stay hot in the NBA with some player props and some teasers against the spreads, all that good stuff. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on the Tuesday edition here of Winning Bets. We give out free sports picks every single day to you. And yesterday, we're coming off a nice 2-0 sweep plus 1.91 units. That's what I'm talking about. Just a fantastic start to the week. We took Brighton over 4.5 shots on target. Boy, that was a nice cash for us. In that first half, they had 0 shots on target. Watched that entire game. Was extremely frustrated with Brighton because they had plenty of opportunities to get shots on target in the first half. Whether it was, a guy just a little bit too heavy of a touch inside the box or just not quite able to turn and shoot or some block shots there by the Palace defenders. I thought they could have had 3, maybe 4 shots on target in that first half, but sure enough, they were held to 0. But they came out, dominated that second half, just like they dominated that first half. Ended up getting a goal. But the big play, the big thing that got that cash for us was in one play. There were 3 shots on target. One of them were from one of the same player. The keeper from very close range got a mid up onto it, and then another one where a keeper came flying in. And I remember watching that because you guys remember a couple months ago now we got screwed by a shots on target that the ball was cleared off the line by a defender. Well, when it happened in real time, all of a sudden, I was kind of getting upset and kind of getting nervous because I didn't know if a defender had cleared it off the line or the goalkeeper. But thankfully, the goalkeeper, in getting back into the play, came sliding across the box area, ended up getting his leg to it. So it was, therefore it's a shot on target because the keeper touched it rather than the defender that was right behind him and right on the line. The defender would have clearly cleared off the line. That would have taken one away from us. So just a nice, good, sweatful cash there of Brighton over 4.5 shots on target. Just a real nice one there. Carried over in the nightcap. We got Blazers Suns over 226.5 points. Came down the last minute. I was sitting there watching it. I think it was about a minute 20 to go, maybe a minute 15. It went over this point total. Bad third quarter by the Blazers. Otherwise, it was kind of easy sailing. First quarter, second quarter, both of those quarters went over their projections or over, the pace of what you need to do to hit an over. Just a bad third quarter by the Blazers only. Thankfully, the Suns showed up in that third quarter. And then a relatively good fourth quarter by both teams. Put that over 226.5. So 2-0. Plus 1.91 units to start off your Monday. Go ahead and hit that like button if you were part of either one of those catches. Mash that like button and let me know. Obviously, our Kristaps Porzingis player prop did not happen. He did not play. Apparently, rest does his body no fucking good. I don't know. The Mavericks hadn't played in a week. My man played 31 minutes in that last game. That was over a week ago, and he couldn't suit up. So rest does a body's no good for that man, Porzingis. So unreal. Before I go ahead and give you guys our bets for today, let's go ahead and do the Premier League Pick'em giveaway. Nobody else was able to send me a DM on Twitter, so we just have the 2 people, Brad and Lucas, that hit me up. So we'll drop those 2 names right there in that hat, and we'll pull one on out of here, and we'll see if it's going to be Lucas. This is for the Premier League golf contest. They both got 65 points, so let's pull one out here, see who it's going to be. It'll be Brad. Brad, 50% chance to win, and you are the winner. So just re-hit me up on Twitter as you've already done, and just send me your PayPal information, and we'll go ahead and hit you up with that $25. As for the Premier League contest, as you can see, 2 people got an 18 score, which is a good job by them. We'll either draw one of those 2 names out of the hat, or if somebody can DM me on Twitter within 24 hours. If you're in the group, if you're in the group, send me a screenshot you're in the group and send me a screenshot of your score of 18 or more points, and we'll go ahead and deem you the winner. Otherwise, on tomorrow's show, one of these 2 guys will go ahead and draw the name out of the hat. And then going forward, you got to enter your contest in the correct way so everybody can see your score, so we can talk some shit, have a lot of fun. There is a golf contest and a Premier League contest this weekend. Let's just go ahead and put up another $25 for each one of those. So golf locks Thursday and soccer probably locks Saturday, may lock Friday, but more likely probably locks on Saturday. So good luck to everybody in those contests coming up. All right, let's go ahead and get in some NBA player props, and let's get in some teasers, and like I said, some against the spread kind of things for you here. As always, they always revolve around Tuesday's Fox Bet Super 6 contest for a chance to win $25,000. So no justification on the teasers and money lines. I will give you justification, though, on the player props. Let's jump on into it. For the first one, let's go to that Pistons Magic games, and let's start off with our boy Nikola. We love cashing bets with a guy that starts with the name Nikola. And this time we're going to go to Nikola Vucevic there of the Magic, and it's over 26.5 points, and you can find that at plus 102 over at DraftKings. Look, we know this Pistons, defending the paint, it's terrible. It's the second worst in defending 10 feet and the fourth worst with defending within 6 feet. It's 59 and 62.7 field goal percentage, respectively, for those 10 and 6 feet. It's absolutely terrible. Centers are shooting 53% and 58% over the last 7 and the last 14. This guy went for 37 points the other night, Sunday night here against these same Pistons. So it's a little bit room there, regression. And the Pistons allow the 5th worst field goal percentage in the paint non-restricted area, 45.3 percentage. Look, the Magic won that game because this guy had a big night. He got 37 points. If they want to win this game again, he's going to have another big night. You can say the Pistons will make adjustments, but we've been fading the Pistons in terms of that center position because they've just been having their way against the Pistons. They're really terrible at defending the paint. They're going to have a tough time against it going up against this guy. So Nikola Vucevic over 26.5 points, and you can find that at plus money at plus 102 over at DraftKings. We can't get into bet with Nikola without going to our main star, Nikola Jokic. He's our main man. Let's ride him over 25.5 points, and that's minus 108 over a FanDuel. He's got another fantastic matchup going up against this Blazers center position. They're allowing 50.8 and 55.3 field goal percentage to the centers in the last 14 and the last 7 days, and both of those rank in the bottom third. The Blazers allow 60.3 and 56.7 field goal percentage within 6 feet and within 10 feet. Jokic comes off a tough matchup with the Hawks. He, went up against Clint Capella, had it relatively tough. That's only going to make it feel like this one's that much easier, just coming off a tough matchup. He's averaging 26 points in the month of February. The Blazers allow the 6th worst field goal percentage in the paint non-restricted area at 45%, and the Blazers allowed the 3rd worst field goal percentage in mid-range area at 45.9. Go ahead and give me Nikola Jokic over 25.5 points at minus 108 over at FanDuel. Next one I want to go ahead and get for you here. I already sent out the tweet. Is we're going to go ahead and take 76ers and Raptors over 224.5 points and minus 109 over at DraftKings. I've got this scored at about 109 to 108, maybe 109. Pretty even here. So that's about 218 points. So that's where I've got that game falling at. Next one we're going to look at here is Nuggets minus 2.5, Clippers minus 3.5. You can find that at minus 122 over FanDuel. You know how I feel about both these games because of the Fox Bet Super 6 app. And then I went ahead and took all 6 teams involved in the Fox Bet Super 6 app and did one of those teaser parlays. So go ahead and give us Magic plus 10.5, Knicks plus 11.5, 76ers plus 9.5, Mavericks plus 11, Clippers minus 2, and Nuggets plus 2.5. And you can find that at plus 221 over at DraftKings. So good value there, plus 221. All right, some other things to consider here is we're considering the Raptors power forward. They don't have the props up for them. We know our guy Pascal there is the power forward for the Raptors. He's got a nice matchup going up against the 76ers, other opposing power forward, so look for him. Also, the Knicks money line. I started it off doing this morning. It was at plus 102. It's gotten up to plus 103. They've now also given us another point at plus 2.5. I may look to even take the Knicks money line or maybe just take Knicks points. Let's see how high that can get and see how much value we can get out of the public there. But as you guys know from the Fox Bet Super 6 app, I kind of like the Knicks here in this matchup tonight against the Warriors. Obviously, the only threat there is that the Warriors, have a good night from the 3. It's about over. But that's the same way it is really with any opponent. I mean, if the Warriors are shooting good from 3, they're just a really tough team to beat. The Knicks have a really good defense. So we'll be keeping our eye on the Raptors power forward of Pascal and kind of see what happens with this Knicks line and maybe look to do any other parlay. I kind of like the Magic at minus 3.5. I kind of like that. Maybe Sixers at minus 2.5. So let's see if we pull the trigger on Twitter a little bit later on this afternoon. But those are some of the things I'm considering. But we'll at least roll out with those 2 prop bets, roll out with our guys Nikola, and then we've got that under, and then we've got that 1 teaser there, and then we've got the Nuggets Clippers there in a parlay. So that's how we'll do it on the Tuesday edition. Look to back up our Monday night sweep with another good day here on Tuesday. Go ahead and hit that like button, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's show. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.